of the YouTube channel Bride Clogger, and look who I have here, Mr.
Aidan Little.
Aidan Little from
Indiana.
So on my channel, I used to do a lot of interviews with the people that are dancing with Powerhouse, and I haven't done it for a while. Not since Aidan actually started dancing with us, and he's been dancing with me for almost 5 years now. 4 or 5 years. So I thought we'd get to know Aidan a little bit and find out a little bit about his clogging history and how he got to his road to Powerhouse, basically. So Aidan, first of all, tell me a little bit about where you're from, how old you are, etc.
Yeah, I'm from Bloomington, Indiana. I'm 25 years old now. Started dancing when I was 5. Moved around a little bit as a kid. I was homeschooled, but then moved back to Bloomington, and I've been there since 2008.
What clogging group is in Bloomington?
Let's see. The coach of the team that I danced with originally was Dustin Steffen. So the team was Momentum. That was his competitive group. So he didn't really have a studio per se, I don't think, but that was his team that he coached. Right. And that's how I got involved in clogging.
I don't know Dustin personally directly, but I think he's very talented. I've seen him online, and I believe he was a student of John Hassler.
Yeah, so I never met or danced with John Hassler, but I know the name. And
John's
the same area.
John used to compete against me and was on Hee Haw during the same time that I was doing Hee Haw stuff. John was super talented, and I think we lost him a couple years ago. So definitely strong clogging background there. And so how did you get started with it? You said your sister was dancing, but you just feel like a lot of guys who were just weren't doing anything, so you might as well do it too.
Well, yeah. So with dance, I mean, we were 5, so I was still really little. But my sister wanted to try dance classes, so we took me as well, because no babysitter,
Yeah.
So she's in there doing it. I'm sitting in the lobby and I'm bored, and I'm like, I want to try it out. And I go in there. Started with ballet, tap, and jazz. Of those, tap was my favorite. So I did some hip hop in there as well. But from tap, I went to clogging, and then I picked that up when I was 9. Started competing a couple years later, and here I am.
Now you also do Irish step dancing. Is that something you did?
So that was something that I picked up for the summer shows in Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri.
Okay, I was going to ask you how did you get involved? I know you did the Branson shows. Tell me a little bit about your involvement in there, how you got involved, and what that was like.
Yeah, so Dustin's group, so Momentum, had been dancing as part of the Summer Cloggers in Branson already. So when Dustin made his younger team, which was the team that I was a part of, we had that same opportunity that his older dancers did. He knew the director, the overseer of all the cloggers in Branson, Missouri, whose team I also danced under, Blake Dunn, if you know her name.
Yep.
And
she did Carrie Elkin's team. What's it called?
Yeah, Southern Bells.
Southern Bells, also in America's Got Talent.
And in Branson for a few years. So she's the one that I believe has more of a formal background in Irish dance, but through that and through her vision of the shows, which included some Irish dance, Dustin sort of brought that to us in our studio, and we learned like some soft shoes. The girls did some soft shoe Irish, and then another boy and I, Drake Walls, and I did some hard shoe Irish for them.
So you and Drake Walls danced together?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So Drake Walls used to do Powerhouse too. He's a great guy. A few years in the Branson shows, and then I think we did 1 or 2 competitive dances together. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, for those of you that don't know the Branson show, that used to be a pre-choreographed show. They would send the choreography to different groups around the country, and they would come and take a time frame where they would be the featured team.
Yep, so about a week or 2.
Yeah. And I know that like Final Destination used to take their students out from California.
Cloggers are all over the summer.
Yeah. Cool. And so how many years did you do that?
So I danced with Indiana Dance and Dustin's team in Branson for 5 years, I think, 5 or 6 years, and then I danced with Blake's team, the Southern Bells, in Branson for another 3 or 4 years, totally 9 years.
Nice. And what competition circuit did you mostly do?
So in the Midwest, there were primarily 2 circuits. There was the NCHC, which to my understanding is more traditional, and then there's the CCA, which is more contemporary. CCA is Clogging Champions of America, and NCHC is like National Clogging Hoedown Council, something to do with Hoedown. So like the nationals held in
Susan Phillips, Lynn Ogle.
Yep. So the nationals held in like the Gaylord, Opryland, and not Nashville, Tennessee. So it's kind of a traditional background.
Yeah.
So those are the 2 circuits I danced in.
Awesome. And then, so after the Branson thing ended, what did you do?
Let's see. So I did that. So I started there when I was 12, and I did that for 9 years. So I mean, I was 21.
That was your summer activity.
Yeah,
right?
that was something I did for a long time, and I competed. I really did that alongside competition until I stopped doing those shows. So when I stopped doing those summer shows was when I stopped dancing with the Southern Bells as well, because I competed with them for a few years. So that all kind of just stopped at the same time, and then that's when I picked up Powerhouse, I think.
Yeah, because I think Aidan, I had posted on Facebook and you replied on Facebook.
Yeah, I think I messaged you or something. Yeah, I knew Terry.
Aidan's very talented. I love having him in the show, and he's quickly become one of my main go-to guys. Make sure you guys check him out on YouTube and Instagram with Powerhouse, because he's so talented, and I'll be posting some more with this video so you can check out some of his dancing. And I look forward to having Aidan dance with us don't go anywhere, Aidan. For a while to come.
Yeah.
For a while to come, for sure, because he's super talented. I know you just graduated with a degree in?
So I just got my master's in informatics.
Informatics. Say that 5 times fast. Tell us a little bit what that is.
So it's generally just like a tech degree. So my undergraduate was in computer science, and then my master's in informatics. The way I like to think about informatics is like thinking about how to solve problems using technology or like technological solutions. So it's very like tech-based. It's in the field of tech.
Which is like the antithesis of the way I think. Mine is like, if I can solve a problem, it has to be without technology. So my hat's off to you. Anyway, thanks Aidan for talking to everybody on my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. Everybody, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, like the video, and make sure you follow us, okay? See you guys later.